It's just Forsaken, tucked in behind this Viper wall, but he gets flushed out. Francis reads it, finds a headshot. There's that first blood found.
That's already good prep being shown here by Norgshim. That's a spot that Paper Rex likes to tuck into.
Indy, clean one tap. Francis now on the floor, back into a 4v4. Ghosts pretty much across the board here for Paper Rex. A little bit more oomph behind this. See if they can find their target. So is Ivy looking for a timing. Gets caught off guard. Not ready for something. Just jump, plant his feet, and find the headshot. Suddenly, Norgshim reeling a bit here in the pistol. The barrel for the slide across. Indy gonna get caught on the Danby. Finds that kill. The shutdown RB. Trying to clutch it out, but it's gonna be Inby to stand a bit taller. Ages that we have to offer. As here's the judge around the corner. Something give Demi a little bit of his own medicine, but they return fire with these bandits in hand. It's looking damn clean.
This is something that a lot of teams have been leaning into recently. Forsaken finds one on the back.
Gets a kill on X-Ross. Ivy, however, this time a lot cleaner with the Sheriff. It's Francis trying to get himself tucked in behind the bricks, and I don't think it's gonna matter too much because Forsaken has his knife out. Claims the kill, and Norgshim, barring Ching, pulling a rabbit out of the hat. They're gonna be tying things up 1-1. Paranoia to connect on the no one, and RB to shut him down. That recovered Judge doing wonders, and just like that, bring Pacific to the stage here in Santiago. Get a trade back on some of these thrifties. X-Ross, however, some different ideas, able to find two before getting taken down. Danby just gonna be collecting that weapon. Francis looking for an angle with that outlaw. Slow walk down. Jing, hearing the swap of the weapon, swings the corner, and Ivy will have him dead. Center sight, bottom of hut, with Devi on the swing. Takes his head clean off. And suddenly, you have to start wondering, is it possible? Can they do it? Devi, he says yes. Finds the one. Drop down. Has the read, and he has the shot! Welcome to Pacific, ladies and gentlemen! Paper Rex, a bit of an idea of what the game plan is here as Francis is gonna get caught. Anticipating that second layer, but also Norgshim very slow to try to scale in towards his A site. And on the approach that they're taking, something's gonna happen. He's got that judge in hand.
Yeah, he just needs to play it safe. He's got, again, that Vice util as well. Just kind of give him a little bit of help. As soon as the wall is gonna be popped here, Devi's already in place to help. Thorn's there, Judge at the ready.
It seems like this little back and forth will be coming to an end here. Something greets them at the door. RB to fall. And it's gonna be a flawless for Paper Rex to move up 3-1. Just to take away what few weapons they do have in hand. Ivy tucks back away from that one. RB trying to TP out. Is now the convergent pass as well gonna be layered in. Something on the entry, up and over, but loses out on multiple players. They get the spot. Oh, exit, and something is so damn ready for it. Immediately shuts him down with that shorty. Looking for the peek, but Jing already claiming the kill onto X-Ross. Looking for the flick. Ivy able to find something, but Jing is there for the trade back. Suddenly a two-player advantage. RB halted in his tracks, needing to try to find some value, but Forsaken just swings out, takes the fight, and takes his life. Danby found now, bought it, but does note the two players. Left around over on that elbow, the swing out, and Danby collecting both. Devi, Forsaken both gonna be eliminated. Jing now here at Heaven. Only able to find the one, something still working his way all the way through B main. He's playing with an operator, and now the pit is placed.
This should be unassailable for Paper Rex.
Slow creep forward. X-Ross dead. The Nightfall available and immediately invested in B. Feels like they have a solid chance to be able to take this one. As there's a spot out in Ivy. Caught! The pin now gone. RB dead, and Danby recovering from the decay. Has three players to try to clear, but Envy cuts him down.
Here in place, Thorns to open this up.
Looking for that timing. Devi swinging forward, will be overwhelmed. Shot connecting, but not getting the elimination. Now the overdrive in play, and Danby's able to find Envy. Player advantage here in the hands of Norgshim. Looking like a full, actually three-player wrap, at least the two. Go towards A main, RB. About to find out, though, that Forsaken has scaled a lot further forward than he might have anticipated, so suddenly we're back to parity.
Forsaken's got a pit if he gets in deep enough.
Given where the players are playing, he could just, walk forward, but does still have that spike and belt, but the TP up on top of Hut. Danby is there in position, finds the punish. Looking for the slide down, a bite layered in. Ivy just trying to delay as much as humanly possible to slide it. Dami just going to be a hair off, and now Forsaken into a 1v1, or rather something into a 1v1. Forsaken does fall, but the time is just not going to be there, so he has to make his exit, backing away. Ivy looking for the kill, won't be able to find it. Looking for the flick down, and Ivy lucky to be alive. He's anticipating this repeat, and he wins it out. A critical find for him, but Divide at the same time able to find Dami back over on the B site. Francis forward, tucked into the coming Prowler. Chase does get cleared. And RB dead as he tries to TP over to get the spike planted, but the return fire looking decent, but NB was looking excellent for a brief little moment. Once again, Jing able to hold this one up to half. He's gonna try to just stick it, and Ivy doesn't manage to find the kill!
Leaning in this direction.
Looking for that pass hit yet again. Paranoia connecting on the Forsaken. Dami sliding forward, able to find Envy, turns back in. Francis will fall, but Dami collects a second elimination. Divide. Not going to be able to shut him down this time. Dami maybe starting to find his footing, coming alive here on the stage. Pit now going to be invested as well. As Norgshim know how desperately they need this final round of the half. Dami going to be able to find himself a fourth. Something dead, now it's all on Jing. Will quickly be cleaned up, so 8-4 at the half.
Drifting up.
About to have that contact. He's good for the first, looking for that second, but Dami just continues to slide across, dragging the attention, dragging that crosshair. Well, X-Ross under some fire, the swing coming in Dubai. On the approach around the back, X-Ross gets a read of it though, turns back, facing forward, finding himself a third. Now suddenly it's Jing, the 1v3, the quick fade away. Dami dead on the floor, Ghost recovered. Jing trying to make a go of this one, but RB takes him down to 14, the spike now collected. Ivy still on the approach. The swing around the back, and Jing just no idea where RB has gotten off to. Will just swoop forward into RB's open grasp. He's able to back away. Forsaken on the scale forward, catching Ivy completely off guard, and that A site is wide open. Dami not able to find Envy. He holds his own for one. Backpedals, shifting over to the side, but still is in for the fight. Turns the flash, looks for a little bit more. Won't be able to come up with the goods. It'll recover now into the hands of Francis. Devi's position going to be noted here in mid, but something. Zol to try to play him in. Keep him tucked away, keep him a mystery. TP forward, he now strikes. The blind there on Francis. He finds the second, looks for the third. X-Ross has managed to shut him down, comes up with another.
0-2.
Francis push forward. It's Forsaken on that late lurk. Wanting to reopen that A side of the map, potentially go for the pivot, but now there is no further recourse. They have to push forward. They have to try to get the plant down here on this B site. Refract out with a flood in from Norgshim. Gonna pull off the retake as Jing, however, on the swing, finds himself a second, but Dami will find the shutdown. You know how far forward something is. Now that Refract expired. Dami turning back over towards man and X-Ross, taking that first fight, something gonna fall, and X-Ross finds the double up. Envy now dead, he gets 4! RB down to 30. Well, RB caught on timing, Forsaken able to find him this time around. Cleans up the kill, but already Norgshim getting their forces in position to hold the line here on this A side, but Dami now going to be traded out. Player advantage at the moment, over to the side of Paper Rex. Forsaken expounds upon that, finding Ivy. Now it's just Francis and X-Ross trying to see if they can take this up to 11.
It's a great scramble recovery here from Paper Rex. Really good use of their util to close off that A-Link angle, using the Thorns and the Poison Cloud.
Forward into the smoke, the shorty, looking for a target, but now X-Ross all alone. The swing out, Forsaken has him.
Francis.
Trying to. And he's just gonna take a straight shot through the wall! Something dead! RB! Filling space forward into the smoke, eventually will be fished out of it, but my goodness.
Goes for the big shot and hits.
Now the reposition in the mid, the spot on the one. The gate crash out to safety. Spike collected. Right, has been spotted, has been worked lower. Jing, nice solid shutdown on the Dami on the slide, but Charles is right there playing alongside the Neon. Now it is just Devi. They know exactly where he is, at least they should. Scale forward, there is that wall set up from behind. Ivy, maybe looking to pop it to draw the attention. As Devi gets closer and closer, trying to play an X-Ross, but I don't even know if he needs the assist. Swoop the corner, he will be able to find Francis still fighting.
And goodbye.
Finding one convergent path, finding the other, push forward into the smoke, and something's able to find Ivy. Domby still alive here on the side, sliding forward, trying to hold this door as much as he possibly can, but he just cannot. Gets flushed out, Paper Rex. They commit the ults, they go quickly. They catch Norgshim by surprise. Nothing more for Francis to do to try to escape. Something on the approach will have him outdone. Well, Paranoia does connect on the 4. Forsaken says, I don't need vision to send out this pet. And something, gonna find 1, RB with 2.
Down A.
Player advantage, however, now gonna be equalized as Ivy. Leads up a kill on Envy, lobs in that bite. Looking for some damage, gets a bit there. Spam continues, X-Ross forward! Flushes them both out! Oh, and now we'll slide back across, swing the corner, finds 1, Forsaken dead, looks for a hell of a lot more, and something down low, finished! Weapon scooped up, Domby out like a thief in the night. Says thank you very much for the Vandal. And now Paper X stranded, corralled in mid, Jing swooping forward to his death, Francis is there. Swapping positions as it is Justify left. Finds a second, it would have to be an ace clutch. Turns back, RP. The next one to take the fight, Devi, able to win it out. Here's the approach, but the time is getting away from him. 11 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
And Ivy now arriving at backside the Lobbin on the snake bite, Devi nearly dead. And the round is over, the map is gone. Norgshim struggle at the start, but they show us why they picked Garode.
Really, really impressive stuff from both teams. On split, early deep one-way and a kill for Francis.
Hell of a peek. Something dead on the floor to start off this round. Francis wants a little bit more, but Forsaken will be able to shut him down. Trust, however, with the trade up and out of Devi with the trade back, and then Domby gets involved as well. Suddenly a 3v2. Forsaken down to 35 and out dead. Norgshim.
Judge is there.
A wide swing could be his undoing, but still is going to be able to find something in the back. But Ivy finding 2 in the front. In the end, Jing both eliminated. The snakebite layered forward. Trying to scale, stop them from collecting this spike and stop them. He has Ivy. 3K, potentially a 4th as it's just Devi. What a twist, what a turn of events so far here. That C's did connect. Just staying tucked away, but then Ivy finds him immediately off the hunt reveal.
You can see the one in Francis's hands. Jing.
Ivy with that pre-fire is able to find Jing, but okay, off screen. Domby gonna be struck down. Jing does eventually fall. Duelist down on either side. Yoru's still yet in the mix as there's the spot out in Envy. Quick to collect the kill. Paranoia connecting, X-Ross. Lobbing in that haunt, but it gets cleared, but RB catches a glimpse, and that's more than enough for him to dispatch Forsaken. Approach from Envy here from behind, but his teammates down on the side, losing their lives. Suddenly he's the last one standing. Finds the first, drops down. Sees in position, the time getting away from him, and Francis. Taunt reveals on both sides. Prowler chasing all the way around the back as there's the Bucky, but there's the Judge. Tommy finds Jing, Devi dead. Recollection on this one, Domby missing the rope. Will get punished, Forsaken able to pursue in for that elimination, but RB cuts down his reinforcements. Prowler finds him, as does Francis. Slots forward behind the boxes. Envy pushing forward, is able to find X-Ross. Francis, however, strikes him down. The spike now on the floor, but something down below. Is able to find the first, but he cannot get the transition. Francis still alive, still kicking. Had he continued pre-firing the angle, might have been rewarded with a kill, but now instead he's going to be eliminated. Jing will be able to find Domby, but now Ivy strikes in from garage. The time starting to tick. Jing, can he play this out? Finds the first, Ivy dead. Another paint shell lobbed in, that should be the round secured. As Jing comes alive. Jing, the hero of the previous, now gone off the rip, but it's time Forsaken. Able to secure the kill when he has somebody dead to right. Right of the rope from Domby, keeping it quiet. Sliding forward, looking for the backstab with that Judge. Meanwhile, a little leg shot there, and Domby, he has just stormed the front. Forsaken and something both gone. The spike still a world away. Meanwhile, Francis cleans up the kill on Envy, finishes what he started.
swapped over to the Vandal. Is this going to be anything for Divide? No.
Not at all. Get Divide on that late linger. Hearing the bound across from Damby. Relays that to the team, lets them know that he is coming. The next Ross now gone. Damby on the corner. The judge still ringing out, still taking lives with Divide now. Arriving in heaven. Comes to the rescue. And it is just RP now remaining. Finds the first, looks for the transfer for the second. And he cannot. Paper Rex.
Anyone going to be watching their back? Okay.
Here comes the flood. The haunt out. The overwhelm is found. Forsaken trying to TP around. And Francis again, kind of misplaying it as Forsaken suddenly they're in with a shout. Going to be saved for the last round, but now Forsaken gone. Lowest HP member eliminated, but Divide holds his own. Ivy dead at the elbow. And now it is just RP. Trying to assess where Jing could possibly be. Now spots him, but Jing faster on the draw. Dimensional drift as well. Trying to counteract the pin, but instead they're just going to go crunching into A main. Showstopper going to be drawn out. RB, however, striking first, something dead. The push forward, Jing looking for a target, lobs it beneath his feet. And Damby zaps him out of the sky. Finds the follow-up, Envy's gone. They were just putting on display just a mere few days ago. Divide, however, will find a clean one. It's RB dead. Spike recovered, something still fishing for it, looking for it, but managed to slide away. Now escorting that Spike over to the A site, which has been opened up. It's Forsaken fell.
30 seconds left.
Omenless here. Both sides. The post plant, the retake. And now Envy gone as well. Divide a challenge and to win it. Another belter of a shot from the Sultan. It needs so much more. Something caught. Dropping down to his death. 6 feet under. Jing now dancing around elbow. Is just overwhelmed, outnumbered, and outdone.
Gonna prove fruitful anyway.
Swing the corner and Ivy finding Envy. The judge just not hitting at all. Walls falling, the spot out onto something. It will just be the two players going their separate ways. So Ivy tucks back, watching for that potential flank that will not come through. The clone to the corner, the poison orb delaying this approach down ramp. They're being held at bay as Ivy is right here on the corner. The push forward into the second, into the fourth. Ivy absolutely decimating. Now looking for an ace.
You know where he's at.
Stuck here around the corner. They're going to try to play him in. The shot's ringing out. Looking for the swing, and Ivy will have it. Not been able to find his form, not been able to find his groove, and that is going to continue. Just cannot catch a break. Can't buy a kill at this point. Ivy will fall. Decent fight back here from Paper Rex. Do not want this map to come to an end, who do not want for Norgshim to get that 2-0 lead, to put them in the position where they have to reverse sweep. RB still wanting to try to make this painful, but he won't be able to. Divide able to hold his own. Francis, his position absolutely known and heard. Can he take anybody down with him? He is completely surrounded. About to have an old boy style fight here in the hallway, but it doesn't last very long.
There's Damby.
Paranoia across. Damby needing to turn back, but it will be Francis at that second layer to come to the rescue. Now Jing gone. X-Ross finds Forsaken. And in the blink of an eye, there's just two members of Paper X left standing. Envy and something to try to work a miracle. As the pit blooms and it cycles them into one singular position. Just an alley approach available. Francis still willing to fight forward. The swing in, he finds the first. Envy will fall. 13-4, outstanding from Norgshim. In the back, Francis now striking, finding the first. Jing taking down, some damage in reply, but the kill not yet found. Quick refract back, a pop flash. Francis looking for a little bit more, but it's going to be Damby to find Forsaken. Something now gone. Envy only able to find the one. Divide scratching his head, wondering what the hell happened. Finds one. RB down to a single tap. A stiff breeze would kill off this Omen, but X-Ross and Ivy both very full on health.
Cover going up.
That gate crash gets taken by something. Might just be absolutely screwed. No, Devi out from window, able to have the covering fire, keeps him protected, and the rest of Paper Rex. Devi, the one disconnected off-site, unable to utilize the steel garden from this position, and now Francis and Ivy, one apiece. It's Francis being corralled from the side, but Ivy has the covering fire, keeps the Euro in the mix, and he fights forward to find something. Paranoia now on to Devi, to his demise. Norgshim. Deep walk. Ping is there, and Forsaken outdone. Caught completely by surprise. Meanwhile, Dambi, a clean one tap to find something there in window. And Francis is just gone completely unnoted. They've given up this space. The Paper Rex are so frazzled, they're so scattered, that they just cannot keep track. Jing able to find the double pump. Francis dead, but now he is all alone. The dash forward, the saturate connecting. One hell of a heater. Forsaken now able to find one as he does fall. Envy similarly. Jing setting up that paranoia.
Whoa!
But Xros just holds down M1. He anticipates his movements, and he finds him blind. Tucks back away from the recon. RP ready to swing, and Envy manages to strike. The regen shield pushing him back up, reinforcing his health. But Xros has the turn, has the kill. I think he just caught him. Clone gonna be found now. Backpedal Ivy frantically trying to get away, but Xros with that Hunter's Fury is able to find a second. Envy and Jing both gone. Something doubles up the kills. Running just a one shot, but the spike still needs to be recovered. The drone to check forward, doesn't clear the corner. And it's just a hair off. He's just right above the head. Something cannot find Xros. He picks up another 3 kills, and RB has the finisher. Just cannot track him down. Looking for the exit, and something fallen. Francis forward, finding Envy in window. Meanwhile, an exec attempt over on the A side of the map.
But the Cypher util is here.
The tripwires are still there, and so too is Ivy. Finds the first, gets the second. Xros in between. Paper Rex, a window to get this spike planted. Pop flash gonna be sent down, Ivy gonna be taken down, and now suddenly Paper Rex looking decisive in this round. As Xros unable to find a follow-up, and that leaves just Dambi. A 1v4, the opportunity to get the jump. Eventually won't find it. Devi. Already the wall gonna be tripped. Devi getting the spot on a Francis. Quick little exit on that gate, crashes Dambi. Diving forward, landing right in behind Envy. It takes Xros to find 2, but Forsaken Devi, one apiece in response. 3v3 of the post plant. RB off to a wider angle. They're not spamming him. Xros on the counter spam has it, and they just hold the defuse. 10-2, Norgshim. Francis still here. Base now doubled up. Forsaken will be able to find another. 3v5, Norgshim bringing the spike across, ready to get the plant, but Paper Rex are in pole position. The flood retake. Oh, Stabby now down. Xros able to find one, continuing to try to do wonders here for the team. Finds the second, looks for that third. He takes him so very low. Francis still hovering around A main as Forsaken. He ends up getting red. Played it too patiently, and Xros cleans him up with the classic. Suddenly Norgshim, the player advantage, the plant to come through. Francis potentially getting caught. Spot on the Jing. Looks over in towards the window. Something also there, but Ivy still fighting. That Spectre put to good use. Francis fighting his way out of a corner. Jing gone. And suddenly there's just nothing more for something to do. They will not give him the chance. They will not give him the opportunity. They will not give him the mercy. Down, Dambi not going to be suffering that much damage. Just down at 79 is now the Hunter's Fury opened up. Forsaken eliminated RB's hand, but Devi with a nice shot will be able to find Ivy. Quick little pause, not exactly where you wanted to go. But this ended up just being a brilliant fake. Either way, Dambi finding Envy, something gone. Devi eliminated. Jing, the last one standing, saturated, dead. Dambi has 3, and Norgshim
Well, now something pulls, or excuse me, Forsaken pulls away.
He's still gonna be able to find one. Jing eventually putting him down, but not before also suffering heavy damage, something now eliminated. And it feels like this series, this final is coming to an end. Francis takes out Devi. This is just Jing, now Forsaken, blinded up, hunted down, and killed! 13-3, 3-0! Paper Rex have gone extinct, fossilized, turning to oil beneath Norgshim's feet! From premiere to perfection!
Unbelievable.